I'm attempting to contain my enthusiasm for the venerable hero of mortal kind over there, Princess. Our adversary may be crafty, but Odysseus is renowned for his wiles above all.
It figures you would be familiar with the great tactician. Likely he evaded you at least once or twice in his life, if his many tales are to be believed.
Oh, they are to be believed, I can attest.
Blood and darkness. Such a mess. Why are you really here, Eris? Tell me Kronos didn't put you up to this. You've made quite clear that you don't want me to succeed.
Babe, I'm almost hurt. You don't get me at all, do you? Just because I'm not rooting for you doesn't mean I'm rooting for the other guy.
Then who exactly are you rooting for, pray tell?
I'll let you puzzle that one out.
Ah. Those thorny chaps you've been dealing with. Their numbers grow in each report I get. If you've thoughts on how we could have better prepared you...
I'll share my thoughts when necessary, Odysseus. For the moment, I'm sorting through them still.
Best not to speak without prepared remarks. I understand the feeling only too well. You'll keep me posted, though.
I will. Headmistress, have you always been so fond of beasts? It seems you would do anything for each other.
Beasts. Saddled with such an uncharitable name. Beasts are far more trusting than most any mortal or immortal I have met.
They make it seem so simple, don't they? To fully trust.
One knows where she stands with beasts, whether she is loved by them or doomed to sate their hunger. Whether the gods were so dependable.
The Cocytus teems with life there by the riverbank again, Headmistress. Would you please join me for a look?
Very well, why not? I suppose I could use a little walk, and we could use the fish. It was not very long ago that you never would have permitted yourself this type of excursion, nor had the mettle to request that I accompany you.
Headmistress, you're right. I could be hunting for our enemy this very moment, and you've so many responsibilities, yet I'm wasting your time. This was a mistake.
Hold, lest you frighten the river denizens. Only then should my time be wasted here, Malinois. You mistook the meaning of my words. Your capacity to still your racing mind is not a detriment. It is a growing strength.
I'm surprised you see it that way. Sometimes I feel I'm losing my focus. Why else would I have brought us here?
Perhaps you reasoned that we each need occupy our minds with other matters for a little while. And we are failing at it by continuing to speak. Let us be still together and direct our focus on the waters there. I much prefer to use a spear myself.
Now come along.
The river always provides, and let no such task ever be beneath us.
Smells delicious.
You know, I journeyed far and wide throughout my mortal days. Met great mortals and even greater gods, but never could I have imagined ending up here, only to receive such a handsome gift from one such as you.
They say life takes strange turns, and so apparently does death, Odysseus. Whatever the fates may have in store, I hope you'll always be nearby to lend your counsel. New assignments. Into the abyss.
Please use it with care.
Lord Hephaestus, your services must be in very high demand. I'm grateful, and doubtless so are the Nocturnal Arms.
Look, I don't work for tips. Though ours ain't an ordinary arrangement, and then often lately I get new regular clients. So here, call it a trade.
I'm in your debt for this, Hephaestus, sir.
That is Orifet the Moonstone axe, all right. Though not expected ever to lay eyes on it. Some mortals worship the Labyrinth, you know. Here, let's give them something to believe in.
Great Hestia, goddess of hearth and flame, may your spark burn always as brightly. You've helped me so much on my way.
Why, thank you for that, dearie. You're too kind. Mortals were so convinced I only liked burnt offerings, they never gave me good stuff such as this. Heard you plucked that nasty heiress from the sky. Well, serves her right. Though we could never make her stay away for good. To think she's one of Nyx's many pups. Squeeze out a big litter like that, you're liable to get a runt.
I offer you a different path.
I've blood to spare. It's heartening to know that the origin of all existence also is the source of such limitless curiosity. Here's to finding great interest even in the simplest of things.
Substances such as this nectar, is it not interesting how they can be made, but not unmade? Everything in essence is itself. What you're offering to me is truly unique in its own right, and I thank you for it. The trials I devised all began precisely as planned, but from that point, not even I can influence the outcomes entirely. For instance, I did not expect to find you here, Spawn of Hades.
It's him.
You got there faster than expected, which might mean you got a bit of a boost from Hermes. He's swift for sure, though I can never get a straight answer out of him about anything.
Should have enough. Really now?
Your boatman over there, he's one of my best customers, you know. Shows up reliably, knows how to keep his mouth shut. All business, no nonsense.
The altar in our training grounds is for your benefit, yet you would face me whilst ignoring the arcana. An oversight? Or bit of cheekiness?
Merely a bit of deception with which to take you off your guard, headmistress.
I think not. I'm fully on my guard and suggest you be on yours. Enough. I yield.
Yes. Into the purse. You! Return to Shadow now. Thank you, Chaos.
Fiercely fought. Have you been finding anything of use out there in your forays? No point returning empty-handed, though you may lack the necessary tools, I suppose.
Erebus still teems with hidden life. I'm finding all sorts of things we need out there. I'm very grateful for the purse. It never weighs me down.
A witch cannot afford to be encumbered. The blessings and such from your relatives may be fleeting, but whatever goes into that purse isn't going anywhere. Not till you use it, of course.
If you run into anything bad whilst you're out there, you come talk to me about it. Chances are I've seen it, fought it, otherwise gotten past it, and can offer some advice.
Definitely. Hey, you miss being up there, don't you? Among the mortals and all that?
You know, mortals have a word for deliberate cruelty or callous negligence. They call it evil. I could always catch wind of it. I'd go to the source. And whoever it was, I'd make them pay.
But now you're stuck here, and the evil goes unchecked.
A lot of it, I'm sure.
Hey, Nem, are you available to make another visit to the springs? Take a load off, come back to our senses a bit?
Shoulder's been acting up again. Could be it helps with that. Don't like having to take this suit off, but that's the trade. Not too hot, not too cold. First time you beat me in a fight, sparring match, whatever, got me right in the back of the neck. Took advantage of our height difference. Was a surprise.
I'd lost to you so often, at some point I figured I could lull you into overconfidence. That even you could be susceptible to such a thing.
You weren't wrong. Made me so angry. Swore I'd never underestimate my opponent again. Then proceeded to convince myself you'd never beat me at the task. Our task.
So you've a bit of pride. You're not trying to stamp it out completely, right? Just keep it in check. Besides, I'd like to think we're not at odds in what we're trying to achieve.
We're not. But I can only push myself so hard. Seeing you getting stronger, getting closer, gives me the extra push I need.
I'd no idea. I always thought I got my competitive spirit from you. Anyway, do let me know if you need anything else, such as lending a hand putting on that suit of yours.
Or taking it off. Yeah. Though, can't let myself become too used to this.
Maybe just a little used to it then.
Well, enough sitting around. Time for some standing around to balance it out.
Off we go then. If you're not too caught up in your reports right now, what do you say we put this bottle of ambrosia to its proper use?
I am caught up in my reports, Goddess. Focused on what matters most. Meet you at the taverna. We mortals had what we called wine, an acrid sort of drink made of crushed grapes. We'd sometimes say it tasted as good as ambrosia, but it most certainly did not.
You speak of so many hardships from your mortal days and nights, and yet there's always this sense of longing there. You miss those times, don't you?
Such moments and occasions do occur. I know a lot more now than I did then, and sometimes I miss that feeling, knowing less. Or the camaraderie of sailing with my crew.
But many of your crew are with you here now, right? Even the shade of your old dog. How can you miss them if they're still around?
We're shades, Goddess, and not all quite as whole as I. Besides, you still can miss your past with those you still know now. Remember when you used to play at hiding with our good witch back when you were very small?
I never thought that we were playing. She was teaching me to hunt for unseen prey. But I do see your point.
Well, my original point was merely that this ambrosia's really something else. Let us ensure it does not go to waste. I'd not realized how much I needed that. It's true what they say, that ambrosia tastes much better in good company.
Of course. Let's see here. For the realm.
We have a strong connection to the moon. Show it to me.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
I sense that something is amiss tonight, as though I did not find you by my will. The pitch-black stone, I see, of course. It is a weight on everything that we perceive.
Such a strange journey your creations take, Almighty Chaos. This particular bottle, for instance, formed after untold eons, only to find its way back to you, inevitably or not.
I still possess some of the nectar that your brother once gave to me when he was dealing with a certain quandary of his. I think that I shall keep this offering close by to that. You follow in his path. It seemed to choose your own way. The Olympians often speak of family, but I do not entirely understand what they mean. All beings have a common origin, yet are not considered family. Kronos, for example. Is he family or not? I shall not ask you to respond.
There's so much I would speak with you about, Malinois. But this is not the hour or the means. At least you can hear me, can't you? And I can sense your presence. Faint and distant though it may be.
There he is. Lord Zeus, King of Olympus, I am honored to be in your service. I vow to use your thunderous power for the greater good of our family.
Even in such a time, you pay proper respect to your lord uncle, my well-mannered niece. Know in turn you have my gratitude. I can always sense when something is amiss, and on this night strange forces are at work. Perhaps it was the fates themselves ensuring you would find me thus.
Mustn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You cannot beat me with anxiety, you know. Still your senses and prepare yourself. Know you the purpose of these bouts of ours?
To complete my training. Each clash between us is an opportunity to learn and grow strong.
You're partially correct, for our training shall never be complete. Yet onward we must strive.
The eclipse.
Excellent.
I can use this. No! Return to Shadow now. Cheers, Chaos.
Where'd you come from?
Something the matter, Lord Moros? You seem more ill at ease than usual. If there's additional bad news you're at liberty to share, I'm listening.
Oh, it's nothing of the sort, at least for now, Princess. It's just this sensation of uncertainty. Not just in the grander scheme, but even from one evening to the next. I'm still unused to it.
There can be pleasure in the unexpected, but even those of us who never had the gift of foresight struggle in the way that you describe. For me, it helps to focus on a present state of mind, in being here right now.
The now. Thank you, Princess.
You've seen firsthand the suffering out there, from all the endless warring between Kronos and the gods, but you're entirely unmoved.
Who says I'm unmoved? On the contrary, it makes me all emotional. I'm trying to live in the moment and everything, but I just know I'm going to look back on this and think, these were the best of times.
For you, not for anybody else.
Yes, and?
How fares the task thus far, Malinois? Our enemy yet remains indisposed with more pressing matters. The time to strike at him is now.
There is much left to do, Headmistress. You must know that. How much time do I have?
Who can say? Our enemy is time itself. Time's passage seems to bear little meaning anymore. Do not rush needlessly. The task will only take longer that way.
I'll do my best.
You don't deserve this. Any of this. It's unfair. But you're stuck with it. So the only question is, what are you going to do about it now?
There's no such question in my mind. And what do you even know about fairness or who deserves what?
You almost had me going there.
I thought I saw some movement by the fishing pier. A thorough investigation is probably in order, right?
Either that or rot here standing guard, right? Know what? Fine. I'll bite. Doubt anything else will. To have been born a fish. A life spent mucking about in the river of lamentation, only to be plucked out by you. What did they do to deserve this?
Shouldn't you be the one to know the answer to that? Perhaps it's the will of the fates that determines how we're born. Then you ensure we get our dues based on the choices that we make.
Be a lot easier if everyone was born on equal footing. But no one in my family thinks life's meant to be fair, other than me.
How can life possibly be fair, knowing there are creatures of all sorts, such as those dwelling in these waters?
We'd have to put a bit more structure into who decides how mortals are born, or how their souls come back to life. Topic for a different time. Think I saw a bit of movement over there. Make it a fair fight. See one down there.
Got away.
Gave them a fair shot, didn't we? Real battle of wits back there.
Commencing Chaos Trial. The pitch black stone transported me.
Never was particularly close with your father, but I guess neither were you. Always struck me as a gloomy sort, though he did seem to care a lot about his own. He'll get his justice yet.
Something about this night is troubling, as though some force of will yawned forth from the very depths of chaos. But you wouldn't know anything of this, would you?
Oh no, you're bleeding. Trouble finding the place? Don't worry, gals. One day, they'll put us up on the biggest stage for all the world to see.
I'm not particularly interested in listening to your delusions of grandeur right now, so why not start your little song?
Oh, it may be a little song to you now, lady, but it's going to be huge someday. You'll see. We'll show her, won't we, gals? Go! Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
You all right? I must say, you've been putting our old cauldron to good use. I see and sense the changes in this place. Changes for all our betterment, not just your own.
A proper incantation's never to be used for selfish gain. Though, if I can help bring about positive change from which I benefit, isn't that selfish still?
Discard such doubts as that. You are not thinking solely of yourself, thus you are not thinking selfishly. I've not taught you to neglect your needs, have I?
Of course not.
Then good.
Oh. How many attempts was that now? Good thing our Titan friend's too busy with your topside relatives to pay you much attention.
Sorry, not been keeping count. I'll get there when I get there. Though surely you would have vanquished the Titan Lord on your very first go.
Guess we'll never know, will we?
So then, were you ever certain you had finally met your doom? Or did you truly think there was always a plan of escape to be discovered, no matter how dire the circumstance?
Well, to be quite frank with you, Moros, may we be informal thus? I had the hardest time untangling myself not from near-fatal situations, but the arms of certain goddesses. My greatest weakness, looking back.
Ah, indeed. But how was this a weakness? As I understand, your wife Penelope stood by your side despite your indiscretions. I trust I do not overstep. I know this can be a sensitive topic with those from the surface.
Penelope stood by my side, because I only told her so much about my indiscretions, as you call them. Then, when we reunited after death, I had to tell her the rest. She had spent her best years awaiting an unfaithful man.
I see. After everything you'd been through, did your relationship end in an amicable way at least?
Surprisingly enough, it did.
Nemesis, we've been going on like this a while, and I wondered if you'd be up to take a break. Over at the Springs.
Come to think, could really use a bath. You, I mean. But I could too, I guess, so why not? Really shouldn't get too comfortable in here.
How long has it been since you last took off the armor?
A while. Not been much incentive. You saw how much of a pain it is to undo the lacing and the straps. Feels strange without. Like I don't know.
Unburdened? More comfortable at least?
Good letting off some steam sometimes, I guess. But there's a fine line between rest and complacency.
I don't know that we're at risk of becoming complacent here, Nem.
The risk is greater than you think. We're lounging in a bath while who knows what is going on out there.
We're not lounging. We'll be better equipped to deal with the who knows what out there if our muscles aren't all knotted up.
Like you know. All right, gotta get back to work. Though, this suit does feel a little lighter now.
Take care, Nem. With me, Tula. My path is set.
You have your father's fierceness, don't you, love? Not that I ever knew him all too well, or heard too many tales about him, come to think. He was never the communicative type.
I bid you welcome.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
It has been too long since I saw you last. My steeds had grown rather exhausted from our rides. Where would I be if not for them? Closer to you, yes, but this is where we belong.
Still intact.
You may have it.
Ooh.
The fate's designs for us perhaps are intertwined. for we each seek our close kin. I have lost contact with my spawn and daughter Nyx, who resided in your father's house. Her influence remains, yet I feel her absence.
Providing covering fire.
There's her mark. For me.
Good evening.
You haven't seen Nemesis tonight, have you? Not that she should be anywhere near here, as opposed to keeping watch over the gateways at the crossroads.
I haven't seen her, no. But I was tracking her. Those footprints are only slightly harder to spot than she is. She's not supposed to be out here, is she?
That she's not. She's just trying to make herself useful, I get it. And the Fates themselves know that I could probably use the help. Though, how have you two been?
We each need company, we each need solitude. The same old thing. She's frustrated, which can go a couple of ways depending on the night. Anyway, she's a big girl.
Oh, little fly, come sit and rest your wings. Seeds, you've grown so tired. Why, hello there. I don't mean to be rude. It's just, imagine what the gods above would think, seeing their proudest tradition used to honor the lowliest of creatures in this world.
You're not lowly. You're a magnificent talent, a beautiful voice, a trusted friend. I don't know anybody like you, Arachne. And I'm glad you're you. Exactly as you are. I mean it.
I'm very flattered you would feel that way. It's too bad you never knew me in my prime, you know? Ah, but what am I saying? I'm just... Is that your cat, my friend? I don't much care for how it's giving me the eye. Good thing I'm way up here. Though wait, can't those things climb?
Don't worry, this is Dula, my familiar. And she'll keep her feline instincts well in check around Arachne, won't you, gal?
I used to love cats. They just don't get on with me quite like they used to. For obvious reasons, I suppose. To your success.
See that one, Tula? Mine. I got him over.
Compose yourself. I scarce believe my eyes. Seen that little cat about these woods? You have persuaded her to follow you.
Tula did take some convincing, Headmistress. But she seems to appreciate my company. At least most of the time.
Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. With hounds, at least I know exactly where I stand. That's quite enough. Return to Shadow now.
A gift. The Sigil of Frost.
The first time your mother was lost to me, the Witch of the Crossroads emerged from the shadows to light my way as I searched to the ends of the earth. We found not a thing, but at least I was not alone.
How did you get so? Oh, the hair, the lips, the eyes. Those eyes, man. Know what I mean?
Tucked away.
Be right back. Hey, what's your problem anyway? Always huffing through here like you're late to something. You gotta learn to relax.
Sounds like you were there when the underworld opened up. It shouldn't have.
How come? That way I'd still be shriveled up in Asphodel. You know what, though? Just forget I asked. You're killing my mood here.
Hello? I'd love to drag you to the bottom of the sea, but we're already here. This song's called Coral Crown.
last night. Not a chance.
When Artemis first told me about you, I couldn't help but think of Demeter. She couldn't be there for your mother when Kronos struck, but I know she'll do everything she can for you.
Don't you yet recognize me, boy? Cerberus, you're free.
His coat all matted still with gaping soles. The Hound of Hell, nevertheless, seems satisfied.
You're looking better already. The gods and their petty squabbles.
I'm proud of you.
I have few weak points, but my pride is one. You got me where it hurts, so now I've got to get you back.
Well, here we go.
Forgive my little outburst there, would you? Just a bit of bad temper. Runs in the family.
Kronos!
The future is unwoven, uncertain. Not even the fates themselves can anticipate how all of this shall end, or when. Yet you press on.
I thought you were all about the inevitable. Whether the outcome of this has been foretold or not, I'll see it through. Call it a morbid curiosity.
I call it reckless abandon, nothing more. You fail to consider the many possibilities in which you prove unable to enjoy the fruits of your labors. Three, two, one. This matters not. My plans are already well underway. Time cannot be stopped.
For Thanatos.
Time, perhaps, cannot be stopped. And yet with patience, time can be withstood. What do you say we try withstanding for a while?
Ow! Return to Shadow now. I did all right that time.
Out late again, huh? What's all the commotion? You're so worked up about this war, like it's some huge thing. Olympus loves a good war. Have him all the time up there. Got a whole god dedicated to him and everything. Know how easy it is to get him to start fighting?
No, Eris, please, enlighten me. Just how easy is it to get my relatives to descend into acts of unconscionable violence and destruction?
Well, this one time, they all flew into a tizzy over a single golden apple. A mysterious offering marked for the fairest one of all. They had a little dispute over who the secret admirer meant. One thing led to another, and boom.
That sounds like a simple misunderstanding, if not a prank. But you say it grew into a full-scale war. What happened then?
Nah, long story.
To be direct with you, Master Odysseus, I am what you might call an admirer. At first, I found you extraordinarily frustrating. So adept were you at avoiding certain doom. But gradually, perhaps grudgingly, I grew very impressed.
Oh, I'm flattered and relieved to hear it. Very kind of you to let me know, particularly after all this time.
It's quite humorous, in fact. While you drew breath, I never once had opportunity to tell you.
Quite humorous indeed, my lord. I intended no offense by avoiding you. You know that, of course. A mortal impulse whilst in mortal peril.
Oh, you were a wonder to behold. There were the Lystragonian giants, Charybdis, and, lest we forget, the War of Ilium.
I never do.
Hey, I've got these bath salts here that are more than enough for me, if you're not busy at the moment.
Mel, you know I like doing nothing. Sitting in the bathhouse with you? Well, that's gotta be the next best thing. So, shall we? Like being cooked in a cauldron, isn't it?
Don't you ever wonder how you used to be, Dora? When you were flesh and blood? I bet you were very beautiful.
What? Seriously? Is it because of my voice or because of my curves? Nah, you're just messing with me.
I am not. It's because of your confidence, I suppose. You're very self-assured. Some shades cower before me, but you and I always got on.
Well, some shades are total buffoons. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me how I used to be. If I was happy about it, I figure I'd remember.
You think you've deliberately forgotten your past?
Yeah. Why else would I have forgotten everything? Probably took a couple swigs from the River Lethe, and that was that. Clean slate.
The River of Forgetfulness. You think you were down in Elysium?
Maybe. Who knows? You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had a good time with you back there. Thanks, Mel.
Once more. I'll get you, Kronos.
You know, gorgeous, you're fortunate you got your mother's vest. Of course, your father always had a certain something, too. Why, come to think of it, you're living proof of that.
Olympus calls.
I detested Kronos even in my youth. Almost as much as my own Titan father. We took our vengeance, though, on Kronos, Hyperion, and the rest. But I was a fool to think we'd never see any of them again.
I know you're doing this just to be kind, my friend, except the heart does what it wants, and well, I'm concerned I'm beginning to take it the wrong way. I like being alone, I do, but I get lonely still from time to time.
I get lonely too. But when I'm here, with you in your lovely little lair, I feel... Oh, I don't know, I just want you to be happier. Perhaps it's as you said, the heart does what it wants.
Oh, your poor heart if all it wants is this. You're a goddess. Positively sublime, you realize. You must have a dozen others falling over themselves just to win your affection.
Even if there were, my other relationships, none of them is any substitute for the one I have with you.
I see. So what's she truly like? Gray-eyed Athena? As wise and calculating as they say? To think she's supposedly the sensible one. She's just as cruel and vindictive as the rest.
I wouldn't know. I've heard from most of the Olympians by now, but not Athena. Sounds like she's got her hands full, holding back the Titan's armies gathered at the mountain's base.
How very noble of her. Well, if you meet eventually, you'll have to tell me how she is. And do feel free to let her know Arachne's still alive and well, and weaving even better than before.
The clearing isn't far.
Ready? Come forth. And I expect a better outcome than when last we clashed. Hold! I yield.
Choose one, spurn the other.
You missed me, didn't you?
This feeling, oh.
If you are wondering whether that icy chill you feel in the air is mine, it is.
Had to do it.
Oh, I cannot remain upset with you, Flower. I would rather you look upon me kindly than with scorn.
Apollo.
No wonder Kronos hates us, right? Admittedly, we've got some prickly personalities here, but for all our quirks, we're family, and we stick together. Something Titans wouldn't understand.
It is yours. The goddess Demeter is set for war and lends to you her wrathful strength. The mother of your mother has experience fighting Titans, her predecessors. You all have grown so numerous that very little common ground remains.
Oh. Now, lady, let the music fill your soul and the brine fill your lungs. For Scylla and the Sirens! Just like that hair. No, on me!
Venomous fiends.
How exactly you shall vanquish Kronos, someone shall have to explain to me at some point. Your witching ways shall help you to prevail where we could not, At least he hasn't yet imprisoned you along with your kin.
Finally, a cheerful sight.
A cheerful sight, cheerful sight, cheerful sight.
Take care now.
Take care.
I have more nectar for you, Echo, if you please. Where I am from, it's a small gift we offer those we care about. I don't know about you, but even just handing over this stuff, I feel a bit better.
I feel a bit better. Bit better. Bit better.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
You bear the mark of chaos, little star. The most ancient being in existence lost a child to our common foe. Thus, the great creator becomes the great destroyer through you.
Spirits of despair, be gone.
The bestial, triple-headed guardian of Tartarus regains his senses once again.
You're free again, for now. Best keep your rodents to yourself. Remember that. Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I'm often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you.
Welcome back.
You're so indignant of my father's generation. What came of yours? I don't see many of your contemporaries rallied to your cause, or any other for that matter.
Well, you see, most of the other Titans met their end, just as did I. The doing of your father and his generation. Perhaps when all of this is settled, I shall see to bringing my contemporaries back. A few of them. Blast you. My age, perhaps, is catching up with me.
Cerberus.
Of all great feats achieved by mortals or by gods, the nightmare-bringing princess would achieve perhaps the greatest of them all. It's just, I cannot tell you of it yet.
What? Return to Shadow now. Well, that was productive.
You know how late it is? The dead and
Come along then.
Well. Your strength is needed now to join our fight. Upon Olympus and in depths of hell. Within these crossroads, you are safe with us. Yet we would ask your service to our cause. Your will is yours, your choice is given thus. Together let us rise above our flaws. So mote it be.
I've been attempting what you said before, to focus on a present state of mind. It's proving difficult, because my mind invariably drifts to many possibilities of negative outcomes.
I'm familiar with that feeling. We have to consider favorable outcomes side by side and plan for them. Then, at a certain point, all we can do is hope.
Hope? I much prefer a sense of certainty. It's odd to think that my sisters, the Fates, to others represent sheer chance. Matters beyond one's control. Yet to me they made everything so clear. I'd rather trust than hope.
You can do both.
Got him again? Ought to admit it when I'm wrong. Never thought you'd get to Kronos in the first place. Before I did, anyway. Much less beat him down, repeatedly. So, I was wrong. Sorry.
Nemesis, I want you to know it was astonishing to hear those words coming from you just now. It seems we're each more than capable of surprising the other. But mainly, thank you.
No need. Fair is fair. Had my chances to catch up with you, but couldn't get through all the pitfalls in the way. Might be I could have taken Kronos too, but now I'm not so sure.
Now don't lose heart. There's much left to be done, and we need all your strength and vigilance. We're the unseen. Together we prevail, or we fail.
Couldn't resist giving one of your pep talks, huh?
No. Say, Lord Moros, would you accompany me to the riverside? I have a feeling your mere presence may help with the evening's catch.
have a way with mortal creatures of all sorts, so I'll accompany you. Yes. Forgive me, though I never have quite understood the compulsion to extract water creatures from their natural environs. I know for mortals it is sometimes necessary sustenance, though others do it for the sake of sport. Why?
For mortals, it seems to be an opportunity to assert themselves over the natural world. Though I would take no pride in outsmarting such creatures if I were them. In our case, we safeguard habitats for all the species that we find.
That seems like a burdensome responsibility for creatures that ought to take better care of themselves.
Well, there's more to it, I suppose. For one thing, it sets a contemplative mood, right? Means we can talk a little bit about matters unrelated to our own burdensome responsibilities.
I can certainly appreciate that part. And now we wait. Patience is a necessary skill in this pursuit. Steady, Princess. Your fate is sealed. Impressive catch.
Sweet victory.
Perhaps it's good to let the mind wander a bit to such pursuits, every once in a while.
Farewell, Commander. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The dark of night begins, as does your task. And I am here to usher you into that dark, toward inevitable victory and death.
Mindless wretch.
You know, gorgeous, I like getting my way. And right now, I would like for you to cut a bloody little path through every single wretch and traitor that dares get in yours. Please?
Oh, little fly, come sit and rest your wings. Some new cocoons there. About last time. I know that there are others in your life whom you care about, and that makes me glad. You should feel loved. A lot. But look at me. All I can do a lot is weave.
Your size has nothing to do with the love you can give, but how you feel about yourself. It must affect the love you can receive, whether you can believe it to be true.
You make me feel how I used to feel. And back then, back when I used to be myself, you know, we mortals could be just as jealous as the gods. But knowing that you care for me even a little bit, why, it's more than enough. Here, go. Well, what do you think? I hope you like it.
A moment of reprieve.
A little something to soothe the senses, Uncle Poseidon. I know it's hardly the occasion now, but isn't there always some cause to celebrate?
Praise your uncle, and your uncle, why? He thinks it's really great. I think it's great, that is, that you would think of gifts in times like these. Did you do it, niece? Strange things have happened since the other night. Good things if you're not one of our enemies. We think perhaps you cut old Kronos down to size, but he just grows right back, as I recall.
At last. It seems to me that you are well prepared. So let's begin. Enough! Return to Shadow now.
I prevailed. Nightshade seeds.
If Kronos holds the god goddess Nyx as captive in your father's house, along with other members of her family and yours, and I would like for that to change. Perhaps he shall release them if you use sufficient violence.
Out with you, serpent.
So Poseidon has again availed himself to you. Well, good. And may he prove of use. I'll hold my threat to freeze his oceans then. For now.
Can't they form an orderly queue?
We'll show them all.
For my mother.
Now really isn't the time for petty squabbles, but I'm afraid you leave me with no choice.
Let's take it easy now. Now he's upset.
I let frustrations get the best of me, but that entertaining spectacle shook me out of it.
Look at here. All right, guys, this is it. This is the big one. Our big break. Right here. And here we go!
Sing about that. Another pearl. Can't go full blast. Lord Uncle, a token of my appreciation. Though I knew of your generous spirit well before we finally met, I'd not expected you'd make time for me again and again like this.
Your brother once was similarly generous to me. I often wondered who could have taught him such deference. Old Hades didn't, that I knew. You're wise to bear my cloud bangle, my niece. How easily I spotted you with it, so that I may bestow my blessings when you need them most. Now choose, and smite our enemies as I would do myself if I were there.
What is it you think you're guarding, Cerberus, you're free.
Placated for the moment, terrifying Cerberus turns his attention from the princess to the gates of Tartarus below.
There's nothing
Poppy flower
here of
seeds.
use.
It's me.
My brothers each are aiding you, are they? Zeus doubtless leading from behind the safety of his palace walls. Poseidon blustering as though his victory is already at hand.
Father, they're fighting to defend their home. And they're fighting for you. You're right that neither one is much inclined to show concern. But why should they? Fear spreads.
They sat oblivious upon the surface realm for far too long. But do not listen to my rantings about them. Had you known your own brother, perhaps you'd better understand the impulse for such ill-conceived remarks.
Refreshing.
Welcome to my house. What are those garish instruments with which you try to do harm? Like as not some gadgets that the fates themselves had vainly hoped would put an end to me.
Whether they vainly hoped is yet to be determined. These may not be the arms the gods once used to bring you down, but they'll get the job done just the same. You watch.
Oh, we are eager to learn more, Redruptus and I. This scythe is not merely for cutting short the wheat, whilst I put Cerberus away. It is for cutting short just about anything you see. Three, 2, 1. Expire. What? I curse the day your father silenced you. How is this possible?
For Nyx.
Then Titan vanquishing Millenoi searches the former House of Hades for a key to victory. Though what she finds, or whom, cannot be easily explained, or even shown as yet.
Return to Shadow now. Not a bad night, I guess. Lord Moros, I understand you can't reveal the weavings of the Fates. But could you just tell me what the three of them are like?
My sisters. Well, each is her own goddess, I suppose. Clotho the spinstress is the talkative one, the decisive one. Lachesis is a little more agreeable. She apportions the thread. And Atropos, she sticks to the cutting.
It must be a little imposing, knowing your sisters determine the course of every life. Even your own?
Even my own.
You've such disdain for what we're trying to achieve. You act as though nothing was lost. Don't you want to see Nyx again? Or Thanatos?
Don't I want to see my mother again, or brother number I have no idea? No, they were even more stuck up than you. No offense.
How can you say such things about your relatives? Were they crueler to you than this?
Nyx always wanted things her way. Why should she, or anybody, have that kind of power over me? Because she made me? She didn't ask my permission, and I don't need hers.
I'm sorry.
Goddess. You be wary of the sorts you meet out there, all right? You find a live one gives you any trouble, you know where to hit them where it hurts.
I most certainly do. Hey, I was thinking I'm due for a good boil in the springs. Join me for a bit?
A visit to the baths with you right now? Ha! Sure, I'm honored to accompany you, Goddess. Practically feel it in my bones. I trust the temperature's to your liking,
You've met many goddesses even in your mortal days, haven't you, Odd?
In this, I'm very fortunate indeed. The Lady Athena often watched over me. I'd never have survived the war if not for her. Then, on my travels home, there was Calypso and Circe, a witch not unlike you.
Circe used to study under Headmistress, always with her crystals. And Calypso, she's a nymph, correct? A lesser goddess, I suppose?
Nothing lesser about her, with respect. These goddesses, the hospitality they showed me, why, it almost made me forget myself. Forget my family.
But you did not forget. You made your journey home. Even I know the tale.
It's a tale, Goddess. Anyway, life takes its complicated turns. Take it from me. That was a splendid and much-needed time. Truly appreciate the invitation.
This one.
I look like a scratching post to you? We bid you welcome to our training grounds.
This is my path. Beginning assignment.
Someday I'm certain you'll discover that Olympus is a truly splendid place. All the pleasures that this world can offer abound. And as I live and breathe, it's not as cold as it's made out to be.
Olympus. For you, mighty Hephaestus. Though you may not have occasion for such offerings, working a hot forge every night and day.
Oh, this is just a service job. No need to get all cordial and the like. Nice gesture from you, though. So cheers and all. Oh, there you are. We lost you for a bit. Must have gone so deep you couldn't spine you no more. Well, you still got your arms and legs. Must have turned out all right.
Some sort of seed.
The blessing of Hephaestus is upon you. The god of the forge fashions arms and armor fit for war, whilst I created the very things he uses for his trade. No one's work is solely their own, Spawn of Hades.
It's clear again. A tribute for dear Lady Hestia. Your bright flames are a guiding light and bane to all our enemies, though your keen wisdom and fiery spirit spur me on at least as much.
No use buttering me up, you know. What, you think I'm going to withhold the best I've got unless you pay me some nice compliment? I can be petty, sure, but not that petty. They're saying that you gave him one from all of us. Kronos, that is. A right proper old-fashioned beating, that is. Must have felt all warm and cozy, didn't it? Makes you want to do it again and again!
Fly, come sit and rest your wings. Huh. Should I have held back when I was challenged by the gods themselves to decide who was the greatest weaver of all? I was just a mortal girl. Can you imagine the pressure?
I wouldn't have held back either in your place. When our limits are put to the test, only then can we discover who we really are.
All I discovered was I ceased being a mortal girl anymore. You should have seen the masterpiece I made. Athena's little tapestry wasn't even close. Maybe it was worth it. My humiliation in exchange for hers.
Strike at me so that the heavens themselves shudder. All right, all right.
Found you. Nice. Fancy running into you again.
You've been so far from home for so long. Don't you miss being on Olympus? If not now, then back before the Titan's siege?
What? You mean being with my father and stepmother, my perfect twin brother, and all the rest? Just because I'm willing to aid them doesn't mean I'm willing to live with them again.
You should hear some of our classic numbers. Oh, but first, our latest hit.
Show's over. Smite them. Out with you. Great Queen of Olympus, I am humbled to have earned your favor, and will do everything I can to honor you.
I'm bound by wedlock, yet you praise me thus. I must say you are full of surprises, my dear. Or potentially just very ignorant. Or both. We saw reports suggesting that you made it to the lowest depths. I thought perhaps you had prevailed. Though not yet, it seems. A sign of progress, nonetheless. Press on.
You shades, leave him alone.
relieved at last of an infernal itchy spot. The fire-breathing watchdog looks appeased.
You're safe now. You're all right.
Daughter?
Some seeds. May moonlight guide us.
As you say. He is no mere Titan. He is time itself. And time cannot be stopped.
I have something for you.
Shine for me again tonight.
A boon from Master Blacksmith Hephaestus is prized by warriors all the world over. To you, he gives it readily, knowing Olympians alone cannot stop what has begun.
Why, thank you.
I don't care for having to retaliate like this, but it's all part of the deal, you understand?
Here he comes. He wants a fight, does he? No traitor to the house shall go unpunished.
No use staying mad over nothing. Wasn't all that mad, mind.
One way in. Kronos!
Did you enjoy your swim? The river Styx once flowed through here like blood. Foul traces of it yet remain in the fields above, but now in my vicinity, it is all grains of gold.
You would transform the river Styx itself to suit your fancy. Or perhaps I heard you incorrectly. I may still have too many of your grains of gold stuck in my ears.
No wonder you have had such difficulty listening to me. Nevertheless, I trust the point I'm about to make shall come through loud and clear. This ends now. Our previous engagement likewise ought to have ended thus.
I could have had him.
Fear me.
Whew. Thought you'd never snap out of it. You okay?
Yes, thank you, Dora. I hope I didn't cause you any concern. Have you been by my side here all this time?
What, me? No, just out for a breather.
But you don't even breathe.
Cut it out.
Alas. You look unwell. Returning is difficult, I know. Tell me if you need anything.
I think I'm all right, thank you, Headmistress. How do you manage it when you're out of sorts?
Oh, I've a draft for every mood and more. Sorrow, pain, anxiety, lovesickness, dispassion, rage, fear, nausea, cowardice, all sensations one can rectify. Whether with mental fortitude or, failing that, a potent drink.
Perhaps some other time. You and Commander Skelemius both were great and famous sailors, weren't you, Odd? Did the two of you ever meet in your mortal days?
Oh, great sailor is an understatement, goddess. They say his exploits rivaled even mine. Alas, that I never once had an opportunity to witness his prowess. Oh, it must have been something.
We're fortunate to have you both.
The hell are you doing talking to me? You get your scrawny ass back out there and get that Titan. What are you waiting for?
Rude. Go. Hold on, everyone.
You've met Hephaestus, heard the tales, no doubt. Well, he has a beautiful heart. Surely not just I can see that. Of all my many suitors, he alone has been content to let me be.
It is you. Responsibility is partly mine for all that has transpired. I attempted to create this world with a degree of care. I nurtured it, adhered to certain principles as might a mother and father, for I created them too. But this world is no longer young. It persists now by its own whim.
Your father was sullen and difficult even whilst young, quite honestly. What my daughter saw in him, I could not. Yet my Kore, as I called her, she would brighten around him.
Ooh.
What a surprise. I care very little for surprises, Flower. And perhaps in that we are alike. Yet there exists a rare variety that's welcome. Like a brisk breeze on an autumn eve.
I see you. Look, I'm just a humble shepherd trying to live in peace. But I gotta protect my own, you understand? Plus, I gotta eat.
You call this trying to live in peace? Perhaps you shouldn't be interfering with my efforts to put an end to this war raging all around us.
The dead don't bother me. It's the living always been a pain in my behind. Good thing the living tastes better than the dead. Wow. Great time.
Hey, what's going on? Rough waters.
Good work.
Your arm never got better, did it? I'm really sorry. I should never have put you on the spot.
Not your fault. I had grown very confident in my abilities. Headmistress always said there was no way to make Shades whole again, but I thought otherwise. Overextended. Learned a lesson I'm not going to forget.
I felt so bad. Couldn't look at anybody in the crossroads anymore. Thought I'd never see you again. That'd be for the best. I had a lot I needed to sort out.
And how did it go? You learned to fly, at least. Top of your list of fears. Conquered. With your father's wings, no less.
His wings are mine, Millie. And that was all part of it. I had to learn to do things for myself, like you did. And for what it's worth, I still think your arm looks amazing. Now, here.
Pure gold.
Coming right up.
Such is the smuggler's life. Welcome to my boundless, terrifying seas, my niece. Unfortunately, teeming with invaders now. Got my hands full dealing with them, if you must know. We'll see if you can break through their blockade.
Strength of the sea.
Sugar beets and egg of hens. Little seeds and bigger fronds, stones from rivers, moss from ponds. Lichen, garlic, bark of pine, dash of oil, drop of wine. Hoof of pig and fur of hound, brew a potion safe and sound. Oh, you're back! How lately is the temperament of Our Lady Hecate? Long has it been since last I basked in her wisdom, for I have wisdom of my own, she says. You must have needed her attention more than I.
Madam Circe, I did not mean to deny you her attention. Although Headmistress has been preoccupied not just with my training, but with leading the unseen, warding the crossroads against any harm, readying our plans to take back what's ours. She's counting on us. On you.
I know. And I apologize that I insinuated any feelings of resentment on my part. For none exist towards you, let alone her. You have my word, Poppet. It's just... she was like a mother to me. Oh, how she hated when I told her so. So mote it be.
Everything looks so big. This is the hidden isle I revealed.
A shrouded glade, shorn from the heart of the land, somehow remains suggestive of a time of peace and beauty that has long since fallen deep into the distant past.
Times change. Already locked and loaded here, so make your move, Trouble. Cold, darkness. Ugh. Get out of here. Good find.
One rightly may imagine that this tale has a very thrilling end, although I'm afraid for now that we are out of time.
Return to Shadow now.
Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment and a like down below. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. And also check out my Patreon page in the description below if you want to support my channel, so I can keep doing more story videos like this one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.